Hello, Weebs and Normies. Welcome to the Anime Club. I'm Graham.
And I'm George.
All right, George. It's a great time of the week.
Oh, boy.
It's Jujutsu Kaisen time. And one hell of a cliffhanger last time, George. Holy frick. The fricking domain expansion from Megami. Apparently, we've gotten a bit of a domain expansion before. Some comments we're talking about. We'll get to those some comments later. But
Yeah.
Interesting things are happening, it seems, with his stuff now that he's got like some weird bone thing with the frickin' blue cool tendrils.
Chimera, what was it called? Chimera Garden something?
Yeah,
Night
it was something
Garden?
very Shadow Chimera Garden.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know what's about to happen.
Oh,
Are we going to see Mr. Unga Bunga come out again?
I doubt it.
Is this guy dead?
That's more likely, I would say.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't have much more to say. Just
literally, that's it.
I don't have anything else to say, dude. It's just
we have so much. I don't know what to say either. Let me say. Okay, we have so much preamble. Usually, we literally have nothing else to talk about. I guess
I'm just keen to get started on see what happens, dude. Like I said last time, I hope he doesn't die. I fear that he will. It would be well, I'm kind of torn because I want to see what's happening with all the other characters. There's a bunch of other characters right now doing stuff, and I want to see what happens with them. But I also really want to see what this domain expansion is. I hope they don't pull some like, oh, randomly we've switched over to another colony. Here we go. We're going to watch this colony for this whole episode. And then finally, next episode, we come back to this. I hope they don't pull that. I don't think they will.
I don't think so. It says this is part 5 of Colony 1. Right? This is Japan Colony 1.
Oh, I see the one there.
And
okay.
This is part 5. Yeah. So,
okay. Well, there we go.
I think it's just going to be a straight continuation. I'm very, very sure. So, all right. Well, hey, if we don't have any preamble, then we don't have any preamble. We don't fluff it around here. So if that's all we got, then we got to freaking start. Well, just a reminder, everyone, push those good buttons below to really help out our channel. And if you're really keen and you want to really support our channel, check out the Patreon and the YouTube membership. It really helps move our channel forward. But with that, let's do it, shall we?
Let's do it.
Here
Looks like vertebrae or something.
Yeah, what the frick? Hollow wicker basket. Whoa.
Esoteric technique. What?
What? No way.
No way.
Oh.
Oh. No way. Bro, we're gonna have to come back and like really understand this later.
Bro, this is bizarre. I'm having so much trouble following it.
Is there multiples of them? Yeah. Oh, dang. Yeah, is he gonna pull more spirits out?
It'll have his options. Interesting. Why? Their seats get wet?
Jeez, bro.
He's strong, even still.
Yeah, seriously.
Oh, he's got so many. What?
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, that's what it is. Yes, it's the weight. Dang, dude, that's crazy.
So he made cars for him to have to carry. Oh, jeez. He's gonna recreate the cars? He's gonna drop the cars?
Oh, yeah.
The elephant!
Oh, the elephant!
Oh, jeez!
He dropped the elephant back on its back?
Oh!
Oh! Oh! Oh my gosh! Just being sustained by curse energy.
Oh,
Yeah,
bro,
curse
what
energy.
the frick?
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dude, it broke his bones, literally.
Oh, jeez. Bro, just stop fighting, you two. Frick. Go into his shadow? He's gonna drop down?
Would it?
What
Yeah, he's
happens if
gonna
you
fall
go down
in?
there, though? Yeah, true.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man.
Dude, what a freaking thing to contemplate right now. Oh, what is he gonna do?
It's like a truck?
Contractual recreation?
Like a semi-truck or something? Uh-oh. Right there.
Dude, what happened?
Bro,
What happened?
he just died. He just got crushed.
What do you mean? He just got crushed. No, he went in?
I think when he tried to do that,
He went in.
yeah, or he went in. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This is so
No
cool.
way. Just like
Holy
being in
frick.
space, almost.
No way. He's gonna get pulled out. He's gonna get pulled out.
He might
Pull him
have to
out.
release. Yeah.
He's gonna kill
Yeah.
him.
Frick. Oh my gosh,
Oh,
dude.
this is crazy, dude. This is so intense.
What a wild fight this was, dude.
I know, dude. What a crazy ending.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
What?
Is he coming up?
No freaking way, dude.
He released it.
Oh, he pulled him out. He pulled him out. He's lowering
He's
the pressure
expelling
on himself.
it.
Oh, he's alive.
He's expelling it. No way.
He lived.
No way.
To like come up? No
Yeah.
way.
Dang.
Bro, this is still going.
Oh, it literally just disappeared. His car.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
What
Is
is
this
that?
trump card?
Oh,
It's a house!
over, bro. Bro, it's gonna crush
Oh
him
my
instantly.
gosh. Bro, release it. Uh-oh.
No way, dude.
Uh-oh.
How does he get around this?
I don't know.
Bro, it's
Does
like
he
right
sink
above
in
him.
himself?
What is he gonna do?
Uh-oh.
Okay. He turned it off. Oh, he's in water. Oh! What?
What? What happened?
They're in
Whoa.
the gym pool? They fell through the ground. They fell through the
Yeah,
ground?
they fell through the ground, dude.
Bro, this shot is so long. He's still alive. Right, the house broke the
Oh,
ground.
yeah.
Jeez, I can't believe these two are still alive. Ah. So just talk it out, please.
Just physical. They're just gonna have to go hand in hand, dude.
No way, dude. They're just gonna fight
Slowly walking to each other and then pummel each other. Oh my gosh,
no
dude.
way. This shot, dude. They're gonna run at each other? They just walk the whole way.
It's almost as if they don't want to fight because they're tired, but they'll do it anyways.
That's true. Yeah, they're just walking.
Oh, no
What?
way, it cut him.
The wolf?
Yeah, that
He
was
lied.
the wolf.
He lied.
Oh, dang, dude. Jeez, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He just, okay. All right.
No way, dude.
Oh, and it's going to be him sinking into the water.
That's what I thought too. Oh, jeez. Jeez, dude. What a shot.
No way.
What? Okay.
Oh, okay.
It was a possibility. Holy frick. Dude, it's freaking inside of his head. What? What a
Dang.
Chad. What?
Let fate toy with you and die a fool. Oh, jeez. Dang, dude.
Bro, that's crazy. That would have shot, dude. The blood in the pool. Holy frick.
Whew.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Confirming the death right there. Oh!
What is he doing? Bro, this guy is bizarre.
No way!
What? He's covered in lotion?
It could be sauce? What is this guy? This is literally a friggin' Looney Tunes character, man.
Yeah, what? Why did he change? He like changed his clothes with the shot, the animation shot.
I don't know what his power is, but this dude's got like freaking the thing that comes to mind is like you've seen those what are the videos called now? Death battles. Where they talk about the Toon Force.
Ah, like the Toon
Bugs
Force?
Bunny and like other characters have. Yes, that's what came to mind watching this guy. I don't know if anyone else has seen that, but yeah.
Yeah,
that's what came to mind. I don't know.
Force, basically, right? He's kind of like, not Deadpool per se, but I wonder if he's got fourth wall breaking abilities that he realizes he's in an animation. Or if like his whole thing is just entertainment value, and so like without knowing he's in an anime, he's taking advantage of the anime factor.
Yes, yeah.
That he's in an anime.
I think it's more like that. Yeah. I don't think he consciously knows he's in an anime, but it's like this whole.
Yes.
Yeah. He's taking advantage of that.
That clothes change that coincided with the shot scene change just made me go like, okay, that's linked somehow. That's super weird. What the heck?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
look
look
at his face.
Like look at this. He comes in from the shot like this. Right?
Yeah,
like
he
has to know what he's doing. He has to have some kind of understanding.
Maybe it is fourth wall breaking. This feels like too serious of a show to have a fourth wall breaking character, but it's possible. Maybe.
It's possible. Also, why is this thing telling him that Reggie Star died?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know how this thing is.
Are they like? They shouldn't be like giving extra info like this. I thought it was supposed to be different.
So. Yeah.
Frick? Yeah, that's weird.
What is this guy freaking doing, dude?
His face, bro.
Yeah, his face is... Comedian. Oh my gosh. Toon Force.
He's literally gag force. What?
Holy
It's a technique
crap.
capable of opposing even Gojo. So if he thought it would be funny, the Gojo, the strongest with the impenetrable defense, that he could just punch Gojo in the face and break the freaking force, then
it would happen, I guess.
It would just happen.
Yeah.
If he thought it would be funny, if he could stop Gojo's purple thing by just holding out his finger, his pinky, he'd be like, wouldn't it be hilarious if I just did that and the purple thing stopped? He would do it. He would just do it.
That's
what?
Crazy. This is OP, dude.
What the frig?
Okay, all right. But yeah, it's like I forget all the details they give about the Toon Force and Death Battle, but it's just like, you know, Bugs Bunny or like Popeye pulling like a thing, and like it's just the weight of the earth, but he just pulled it because it's cartoons, right? Yeah, it's similar 100%. To that. That's wild.
Oh, no way.
That's how it's balanced. That's how it's balanced.
True. That's a great point.
Welcome to the club.
Wait, an adult? Wait, did she just become an adult through her technique?
Oh. Or from being infused into this body? Okay.
No!
Bro. It's like Friday the 13th. He's just walking.
What the frick? Come on. Yeah.
Oh.
There's a line, bro. Thank you. Oh, no. Is it Angel?
What is this? Yes! Holy frick!
No way. No way!
Bro! Uh-oh. No way. Oh my gosh. Which one was this? We'll have to come back. Second incarnation? No way.
What?
No way!
Is that those things?
I guess so. Wow. Shoots crap out of his head, apparently, out of his hair.
Holy frick, bro. The sky.
The sky.
Was it a cockroach?
Dude, all these like heavy hitters in one place. What?
What the frick?
No,
oh my
is that the
gosh.
bomb? There's no way. I don't think it's a bomb, but.
He's dead. No way.
Oh, Yuta! What?
No way! Yuta's crazy!
Oh my gosh. Jeez, what? Dude. Unusual abilities. Bro, the next one's Yuta. Oh my gosh. Okay. Bro, we gotta go back and see who all these heavy hitters are. And I want to understand Megumi's domain stuff from the beginning much better. But okay. I just gotta decompress for a second. Like
this.
Okay, so Angel. Yeah, Angel is over Megumi right now.
Yeah.
Did she like see that he spared that girl, and so she liked this?
I guess.
Or is Angel not really like a angel, right? Are they more like neutral and stuff, and sees someone weak and maybe there's an opportunity to kill him? I hope not, right? I wouldn't think Megumi would die, but we already had very main characters die, so
that's
I would
true.
Put it past the show, right?
That's true. I think so. Her technique is to disable other people's techniques, right?
Yes, I think you're right on that. Yes,
that was her technique.
I can't fully remember, but it was something like that.
Yeah, like her technique is to cancel other techniques. Now, I don't know if it cancels cursed energy, because on someone like Yuta, this will probably not work unless Yuta's technique is the contract he has with Rika, and then that's where and then, you know, in turn from Rika, that's where he gets all his cursed energy from. So if that like kind of shuts that down, then he would potentially lose access to his cursed energy.
I'm pretty sure Yuta gets his cursed energy from himself. Because like the twist was that actually he had turned Rika into that curse when he's like, don't die, don't die, don't die, or whatever, right? Like
it all so much cursed energy, she became so fucking strong.
Yeah, he's from like some family. He's like a
Yeah.
distant cousin or something from Gojo, and he's got. Yeah, I don't think it's from the contract. I think it's all coming from him. I could be wrong, and
you might be
correct
right.
me in the comments.
Yeah, so it's either what you're saying or it's what I was saying of like he was from that line, and he is strong, but it was because he was from that line, and he was able to make that contract, which then made him like absurdly strong,
super strong.
Or you're saying, it might be that he is just that absurdly strong, and he has this contract or this deal or this partnership with Rika, which makes him like just absolutely unbelievably strong,
insane.
like even more on that. Yeah, so I don't know. But we do know for sure that that's what her thing is. I don't know if it works on cursed energy. If it does work on cursed energy, that'd be a whole other thing too. But Itadori would technically be able to fight her because Itadori doesn't really have a technique, or he doesn't have a technique at all, I don't think. And then he just operates. He's just strong, and he operates off of cursed energy usually. But even then, without cursed energy, he's fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say he went against. Frick, what's his
Higuruma.
name now? I just forget. Yeah, Higuruma without curse energy. So
yeah. So
okay,
I don't know. Maybe she has reversed. She has a reverse energy technique, right? Like it would make sense if the girl named Angel with angel wings, and she's like the peacemaker, right? She can come into a scenario, disable everyone's techniques, and start healing people, right? That would be pretty on brand, right? If she could do something like that.
True.
So yeah, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting that. I saw the feathers, and I was like, Angel?
You know what I thought initially?
Not.
I thought it was that swan that kept flying around and somehow was gonna like land here.
What if that swan was her?
Maybe she can shapeshift. I don't know, but I thought like, okay, maybe it's a swan, and the swan's like symbolic for something else, and we just don't know yet or whatever. But no, but then she freaking shows up. It's like what?
What? Yeah. Super interesting. Okay.
So.
All right, what next, George? What do you want to look at next?
Yeah, well, like, okay, let me just make sure I commit to memory what's happened with Megumi. He spared the girl.
Yep.
He heard his sister's voice. I wonder if that was literal. We don't know what his sister's technique is.
True.
So I wonder if that was literal or if it was more metaphorical, and she's like, his inner voice and stuff like that.
Could be telepathy, or maybe she has like some kind of clairvoyance or something.
Yeah. I'm glad he spared that girl.
Glad there's a line that he was just like, all right, I've done a lot of killing. We're done.
The human tendency, unfortunately, is that violence begets more violence.
Yep.
And so unless you don't put the brakes hard,
right,
it just keeps going.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So, but he's now potentially dead, saved. Or who knows? Maybe he's gonna become Angel's freaking puppet in some way and do her bidding, whatever. Because I want to think, she's coming down with this holy light and all these things. I want to give her the benefit of the doubt. But if this show has taught us anything, like, bro, don't give anybody the benefit of the doubt. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. She could not be benevolent. She could literally be a demon. Like in, a more literal sense, despite being called Angel and all that stuff.
Dang,
I think that's less likely. Well, I was going to say, if I was going to rank order the stuff, number one, way above everything else, is she's actually good and she's here to help him. And she enjoyed, or she liked that he spared the girl. And so she's going to reward him for that. That's like my number one. Far below that is, it's that she's actually not good, and she's got some nefarious purposes with Megumi. And then way below even that, almost to the point that I don't think it, is that he's like just collapsed over and died right now. Maybe he has died, but maybe she revives him, and that goes back again to number one, is that she's actually good.
Sasuga, George, as expected, George, your freaking... your dark predictions know no depths. That's crazy.
Listen, expect the worst, and then when the great good stuff happens, then you
hold true to it, George. If anything, you've got principles on that. I'll tell you for sure.
Okay. It's like I think far above, much
Sure.
higher percentage is she actually
That's
is
fair.
good. And that's
all right.
my
Do you
hope.
want to check out Megumi's domain stuff first, and then
I feel like
last?
this will be I feel like that'll be important to know. So let's just see what they said about that.
Okay, so let's see. Domain expansion. Where was the explanation? So he calls in Wicker Basket, esoteric Wicker Basket. So Hollow Wicker Basket is the origin of New Shadow Style's simple domain.
No way. Okay. So this guy, I don't know why he's got receipts, but he's not a modern sorcerer. And this thing that he made here is the origin of a new technique that modern sorcerers now use.
Yeah, so
but he was the inventor of it.
Of the New Shadow Style simple domain. No, wait. Yeah. This is literally the origin of simple domains, this kind of thing. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it's him, but like this is the original
Wicker
concept.
Basket is true.
Like back
maybe
in the day,
it's not him that made it.
Yeah, sorcerers, instead of doing simple domains, they use the Wicker Basket, the Hollow Wicker Basket, as a technique that allowed you to create a simple domain to protect you from domains. Okay, that's cool. Super interesting.
We're seeing the evolution of jujutsu sorcery here. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's true. It possesses the ability to neutralize a domain, right, and counter its guaranteed hit factor, right. Too bad.
Okay.
Well, too bad for him. The domain amplification used by Jogo and Hanami in Shibuya utilized a domain capable of harboring a guaranteed hit, guaranteed kill technique. Okay, right. So Jogo's was that meteor thing, and it was a guarantee hit, guarantee kill, right? Their domain. And same thing with Hanami.
Oh.
Their domain, right? That's what they're talking about here. I'm pretty sure.
I read it as Gojo, but they're talking about Jogo.
Jogo, yeah.
They're so similar. What did Hanami do though? That was the plant one, right?
I don't remember exactly, but I do remember there was some stuff happening. I can't remember if Hanami did their domain or not. I can't remember.
Okay.
But the domain amplification used, which is a little bit different, I guess. The domain amplification. So, utilize a domain capable of harboring. So it wasn't a domain expansion. It was a domain amplification that had the guarantee hit and the guarantee kill technique that domain expansion usually has. But
so I think a domain is usually a guaranteed hit. The amplification is guaranteed kill, I would assume. Maybe I'm wrong with that.
I think domain expansion takes your domain around you, essentially, and expands it. And then within your domain, you have that guarantee hit, guarantee kill. Now, if you were, like, let's say as an example, if you were in close proximity to someone and they used, like, this domain amplification, it amplifies their domain around them, but it doesn't expand it, right? That the thing that makes domain expansion scary is it literally grows and catches your opponent, and now they're stuck, and now they're guarantee hit, guarantee kill. But if you had instead a amplification of a domain around you locally, and someone was in it, then you're going to get the benefits of the guaranteed kill, guaranteed hit, but not the benefits of the expansion, but it probably uses less curse energy. That's my interpretation. I don't know if that's correct. But
I thought that domains always had that guaranteed hit.
Well, they do, yes. But domain expansion is the emphasis word is expansion. The domains do have the guarantee hit, guarantee kill. And that's why I don't know what amplification is exactly, but
is
it? I think amplification is maybe the manifestation of your domain. Right? Not the expansion of it, but the manifestation of it.
Now I'm getting confused as to what maybe I knew. This is my interpretation of it. Is domain expansions always have a guaranteed hit. The amplification is an upgrade of the hit to a guaranteed kill. And I don't know.
We just had technical difficulties that no one will see, but go on.
Yes. Okay. Yes. But I think the amplification makes this guaranteed kill technique. The only thing is, I don't understand why they're saying it it harbors a guaranteed hit, guaranteed kill technique. Like, okay.
Let's keep looking here. I think that's the end of that explanation, though. Yeah, it is. So, the domain amplification used by Jogo Hanami in Shibuya utilized a domain capable of harboring. So, like, this just makes me think again, like, it's not a domain. It wasn't a domain expansion, but it was a domain amplification that used guaranteed hit and guaranteed kill.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, maybe you're right then. So the domain amplification is essentially a move that has those qualities of a domain expansion, but it's that
maybe more localized.
Move. Yeah, so like, you know when what's his face did the arrow thing, Sukuna did that arrow thing? Maybe, like, for the sake of explaining this, maybe he wrapped into that arrow a domain amplification thing, which gives that specific arrow a domain, a guaranteed hit, guaranteed kill to that specific move.
Maybe. I think your explanation there with the Sukuna example may be flawed, but I think the concept of what you're laying down might be correct.
Yeah, Sukuna is maybe an incorrect example because I feel like if he wanted to hit you, he probably could.
Right. Yeah, sure.
But yes,
I think we're like on the right track. We may not be 100%, but I think we're on the right track. Maybe we're totally freaking wrong, and people will help explain that in the comments. I mean, really, if we're freaking way off track or some kind of explanation of this, if we're not, I imagine we're supposed to understand this. We're just not.
I think
we haven't watched season 2 in quite a while, so it's kind of hard to remember. Season 1 and 2, actually, come to think of it, the end of season 1 is where this stuff, a lot of the Hanami stuff happened, at least at the school. But anyways, okay, so what else we got here? Why is it hitting me? And hold on. This is a continue of the explanation. And intentionally left out their cursed techniques. Okay, to leave space for Gojo's cursed technique to flow into it, neutralizing his limitless. Okay, now I'm totally lost.
Okay. Same. Let's keep going. I feel like they're going to give some more information here.
However, Hollow, Wicker Basket, and Simple Domain aren't capable of neutralizing the cursed technique. Only the guarantee hit. They work by neutralizing a barrier imbued with a cursed technique.
Okay.
To nullify the imbued technique guaranteed hit. Okay, so this is a domain. Okay, so hold on. It works by they aren't capable of neutralizing cursed technique itself. The Wicker Basket and Simple Domain are capable of neutralizing the cursed technique. Okay. They work by neutralizing a barrier imbued with the cursed technique. Okay.
So it's like a bubble within a bubble. And inside that bubble, it's like not the properties of the domain don't apply inside the bubble. At least not fully.
Kind of. Maybe. I'm not sure what you're explaining exactly. We might be thinking of two different things. But the way I'm interpreting this is a domain expansion is setting up a barrier, and the barrier is imbued with your technique, which is what causes the guarantee hit effect of the domain expansion. Because within this barrier, literally your technique is infused into it.
Okay. Yep.
However, he is using the Wicker Basket, and what the Wicker Basket is supposed to do, its function, its like programmed function is, if barrier infused with technique present, then push that away. Right?
Yes. Okay. We're saying the same thing. You're saying it much better than I was saying. But yeah, so it's like you have this pocket of reality, this bubble that is the domain, and everything in that domain is present, right? The properties of it. But then the Wicker Basket, or a Simple Domain, is it creates a small
pocket
inside
pushes it away.
Yeah, and then the outside properties of that domain don't apply inside that pocket. Yeah, either they push it away, either they literally just like
Yes.
pop into existence a nullified thing or whatever. But yes.
Okay.
So
However,
we are on the same track.
We're on the same page. However, Megumi freaking sucks at making barriers, and he doesn't have a completion technique yet. He doesn't understand fully how to merge the two things. So what it seems like Megumi has done here is he has set up a barrier, but the technique has not been infused in it.
Oh, so this is nullifying nothing.
So it can't nullify. The wicker basket appears and says, does a barrier with a curse technique imbued into it exist? And the wicker basket says no, because this is a barrier with a technique in the barrier. It's not infused into the barrier. It's not lined into the walls of the barrier but it's just it's a bubble. It's a technique within a bubble, and then there's another bubble of the wicker basket instead of just a bubble infused with technique and a wicker basket. That's why it doesn't work. That's why there's no guaranteed hit either. He has to go physically hit him, and he has to aim his shots. There's no guarantee, right? So that's why the basket doesn't work. Is it you following?
Yes.
Am I explaining that properly?
Yeah. Okay. I get your explanation. Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing to nullify, and so therefore it's a thing that exists, but it's okay, it's there. It's whatever.
Right.
It's
but you're conditions are not met for nullification, therefore no nullification will happen.
Yep, exactly.
Right. Okay. So by neutralizing the barrier to nullify the imbued technique's guaranteed hit, but there is so there's no, what I'm understanding is correct, there's no imbued technique, therefore no guaranteed hit effect, therefore no nullification.
Yes.
Typically, I guess, I would assume then that okay, I'll just finish my musing then. So if the guaranteed hit effect is nullified, I guess you're protected from getting hit at all, because okay, the guaranteed hit doesn't work. But what about a manual hit? Because he expected to not get hit at all, right? That was his thing. He set up the bubble. He's I won't get hit at all. So I guess it means if you can't get the guarantee hit and it's being protected by this bubble, you can't get any hit whatsoever. Because the only type of hit you can do in the domain is a guarantee hit. Therefore, all hits are nullified.
Maybe.
Yeah. Because he seemed like he was surprised now that
he was shocked. Hit. Why is it hitting me? Yeah. But maybe he thought this was the guaranteed hit as opposed to, I don't know. This could be many things. This could be he's dealing with a modern sorcerer, and so he's bro, I'm the pinnacle. I got this hollow wicker basket. This is amazing. Little does he know, sorcery has evolved now to take this concept and made it into simple domains and all this stuff.
No, I don't think so. I think. Oh, you think he's thinking that maybe that
I'm just saying what are the multiple thoughts that could arrive to the same conclusion of I'm surprised I'm being hit. It's
I see. He's thinking
underestimating.
Wow, Jujutsu sorcerers really come a long way. They figured out how to stop my wicker basket.
Yes, something like that. It could be like you're saying that in fact, against this wicker basket, a domain expansion is a liability, because then you truly do become kind of, impenetrable and all this stuff. Or it could be,
that's what I'm thinking.
What else could it be? I the only reason why I don't buy that idea, it doesn't make sense, but it's just okay, then Jujutsu sorcery would evolve to the point of nobody wants to do domain expansions now, but maybe it's a power level thing, and it's just you got to be so strong to just do a simple domain. If you can do a domain expansion anyways, that's
right.
And why not use it?
Right, and depending on the domain expansion, the guarantee hit may not be the biggest problem. Right, there may be other factors to it. I think it is that way because I think I think that's the catch, right? Imbuing your domain, the barrier, in with your technique to do domain expansion, and then you set up a bubble specifically, its only thing is to protect you from that guarantee hit effect. I think it would protect you, because then how would you then utilize your technique if it's imbued into the barrier? Right? It would be inseparable from the guarantee hit effect. So I think it would insulate you completely from that thing, right?
Yeah, and maybe the point there is you try and physically get them out of.
True.
But then maybe it has to be a physical thing, and you can't use. I mean,
that's what Megami did here, right? Right.
Yeah,
he grabbed him, punches him, and breaks the freaking thing.
Yeah.
Right. He's like, "What's going on? Why is this hitting me?" Okay.
I still don't understand this like Jogo and Hanami stuff.
Yeah. So
I don't understand how those worked.
Okay, I figured it out. I see. So what's I see. So domain amplification is like domain expansion, except they left when you're supposed to infuse your technique into it's kind of like using domain expansion with your barrier and your opponent's technique.
I see.
So that's why it sucked up the limitless, because the expansion needed a technique in order to infuse it into the barrier. So it's not
you create
domain
a hollow
expansion
barrier, essentially.
Right. A barrier with holes that needed to be filled, right? So this domain expansion is your technique and your barrier, and you're expanding it. Boom. Domain amplification is your domain, kinda, your barrier, but your opponent's technique or no technique, right? You're just amplifying your domain, but you're not necessarily imbuing it with a technique. So then that means intentionally left out their cursed techniques to leave a space for Gojo's curse technique to flow into it, neutralizing his limitless. That's what I think happened. I'm pretty sure I figured it out.
How does creating an empty domain essentially for somebody else's curse technique to flow into neutralize his limitless?
Because it takes his technique and pulls it away from him and puts it into the barrier.
Oh, so the technique is now a property of the domain. It is no longer a property of Gojo.
Because I guess, that's a good question, because I didn't think about this either, but I guess technically when your technique goes into your domain, it kind of goes away from you, I guess? And it goes from you.
But Gojo's domain... Yeah, I see. But because you are part of the barrier, you're imbued within the barrier. It's still technically you get all the effects, but it's not technically yours. It is now the property of the domain. I see. And so when Gojo does his domain, okay.
Yeah, so let's hash that out then. If Gojo uses his domain expansion, because him and the barrier are considered like one kind of unit of existence, he retains his limitless barrier and the limitless expansion around him that affects everything. However, if in this instance, because his technique creates a barrier, if a domain amplification happens, it takes his technique from him, and it's because it's not technically his space, his domain, it has to leave him and go into the barrier that they've essentially made, creating like a barrier.
That's really strong.
Right. And essentially it would turn his limitless technique into an impenetrable fortress around him that he can't leave, right? It kind of turns his limitless barrier on him.
I wish I remembered when this happened. I don't remember this at all.
I don't remember this either. But I think I remember something happening that was weird that Gojo had commented on, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I don't understand. But then like they kind of moved on really quick. But now it makes me want to watch freaking the last half of season 1 and then all season 2 again, just to see like what the hell is going on here. But okay.
The only thing I remember, the only time I remember them interacting is that freaking insane scene in the subway where he's just like doing his limitless and walking against Hanami, and like it's like, you know, shooting him like against the wall and just like disintegrating him just like from walking. Like that was a wild freaking
crazy
scene.
Agreed. Okay. So I think so however wicked domain, so baskets are capable of so it has to be an infusion of the two in order to work. Right.
Okay, neutralizing barrier.
Okay,
Okay.
we get that. To nullify the imbued technique's guaranteed hit effect. Right, makes sense. And then, however, Fushigi, and this is the explanation, his domain is incomplete. You're not sneering anymore. Get fricked, bro. By transposing his domain into the space of the gymnasium, okay, this is where my theory is going to make or break right now. He managed to force it to close, but yes,
but it
not
is not
imbue a
imbued.
Technique with...
You got it, bro.
But it's not imbued with a guaranteed hit technique. That's right. Yes, exactly. Okay. Don't act like you've won. He healed himself here. So sick. Now I see the Shadow Garden currently extends his 10 Shadows technique and draws out 120% of latent potential. However, that very imperfection is what caught
him
Reggie off guard. Right.
That shot.
Jeez. He's getting... His clones and his Shikigami had physical forms before striking me. That means this barrier isn't imbued with a guarantee hit technique. So is it imbued with a technique, but just not a guaranteed hit technique?
Yeah, not a guaranteed hit technique, because he would essentially, if I'm understanding what his inner monologue is here, the barrier, he just being part inside the domain, he would get hit. He doesn't have to create the Shimigami or create a clone of himself or whatever to like physically punch him. It would just, he would have the effect of getting hit, essentially. He'd feel the force of a punch, but he's like, his Shimigami and his clones had to take shape before hitting me, implying they have to take physical form. They have to literally walk up to him and sock him in the face instead of just getting the punch.
I think you're right. However, one caveat to this is at the beginning of season 1, Itadori got trapped in Jogo's domain, and there was a literal giant meteor coming towards Itadori that he couldn't dodge because it was guaranteed hit. Like, it literally, there was a thing coming towards him. So, like, he actually did have to get hit by this thing. So I don't know if you're correct.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, all I remember about that is that Gojo was there with him.
Right.
So I wonder if that...
No, because what Gojo did is Gojo interrupted the barrier before that rock hit Itadori. You activated his domain expansion and then deleted the other Jogo's freaking domain. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, it's guaranteed hit, but like doesn't say when, how long.
Why did he have to create the
rock if it's like going to kind of metaphorically hit you guaranteed, like you're saying, right? Like, in theory, I think I kind of understand where you're coming from, but I don't know if it always plays out like that.
That's a good point. No, but that's a good point to bring up. I don't know how to...
Yeah. It could just be an adaptation thing, just the way they showed it, right? Maybe it was technically supposed to be all instantaneous, right? He does get hit instantly, but like, I don't know. But what's the point of the physical rock then?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
that's a good point.
Yeah. So the domain's buff to his technique abilities is no joke, though. Yeah, no kidding. Is even worse to deal with than a simple guaranteed hit domain. Right.
Interesting. Okay, so this goes back to what we were talking about then, because we literally were saying, well, it almost sounds like a liability then to just do a domain expansion every time if you can just nullify it. But he almost confirms that. He's like, bro, this is worse than a regular domain.
Yeah. Well, because and that's why I think like all domains and techniques are not created equal, right? Like, some are going to excel with expansion and some aren't. Yeah. And so Megami is doing like a technique here where he's amplifying his technique rather than like guarantee hitting it. He's like, I don't need it to guarantee hit necessarily. I mean, maybe it could be good in some situations, but right now what he wants is he's being flexible and he's adapting to what this guy's doing by, making it not guarantee hit, but just by amplifying the power. Yeah. So, okay. So I think this is the end of the explanation. He's worried about the elephant.
I think so.
And then they just kind of keep fighting here. It's so like me. I make sure that won't happen. Let's see. What did he say here? What won't happen? Oh, the elephant. That's right. Okay. All right. Yeah. And then he puts the cars into the shadows, and then the whole thing. This was really cool. This was a break brain freaking.
And then he's like, I didn't give it a command. Let me give it a command, and then it just
and then he
does it. I guess.
Up. Yeah. That's
and then it disappeared immediately after because it was done.
Yes, because it was
cool.
done. Yeah. It's also interesting to me that like the shadows are literally like a dimension down. Like it's not like you're in the shadows and therefore you're instantly in a totally different realm of existence per se. Like he literally traveled through the shadows. Like I was thinking like you go into the shadows and it's done. Like you aren't in a place, you're just deleted and you're in the shadow realm. But he physically traveled down and then had the car push him traveling back up and then cross the same threshold. That was really surprising.
I think that's because right now his whole stuff is grafted onto reality. But if it were to be closed, if he were to dissipate it, it's exactly like you said. It's
would
just
close up.
You're nowhere. Yeah. You're just there's no up or down, left to right. It's just you're nowhere. And the only time that direction exists is whenever he opens a portal. So like every time he opens a new portal, that's like the access to physical direction. But before then, it doesn't exist.
And it stayed open and maintained the direction.
It stayed open.
I think you're exactly freaking right, George.
Yeah.
Okay, that's freaking this was so cool. This was again, it's like absolutely peak 10 out of 10 like creative thinking, creative writing assignment. Gege, you're getting 100 points on this test. That was absolutely freaking awesome. Yeah, very cool fight. Okay, so these heavy hitters. Where was it before or after this? No, it was after.
It was after this, yeah.
Okay, so
this guy, I want to know. Yeah, go back though. I want to know exactly where this is located. Not that I'll know where in Japan this is, but still.
Well, I could probably maybe tell you here.
Sendai Colony, Sendai City, Miyagi Prefecture.
Okay. Very good. So events progressed quickly in the Sendai colony, far outstripping those of the Tokyo colony. Yeah, so there's these giant freaking rat things.
They're like naked mole rats.
Naked mole rats, and they're bloody, dude. Becoming especially fierce. So we've got Durav Lakdawala. That's a sick name. This is his second iteration. He's an old man who single-handedly
go back real quick. This is the second incarnation.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's died and come back to life and then died and came back to life again for these calling games. You know how we theorized before, like, okay,
maybe there was...
What happened, when everybody was against Sukuna or whatever, right? Like, is this... Yeah, was that a proto-calling game and this guy also participated in that? Maybe it's nothing, possible. But I think there's like a point plus to our theory that like something like this maybe happened in the past.
Yeah. This isn't the first time. Now, he didn't necessarily die because it's not a reincarnation. It's an incarnation.
Yeah, incarnation.
So he was alive, got turned into an item, came alive again. Back. And then got turned into an item again. It's kind of like turning you into a time capsule, basically.
Yeah, so maybe, I'm going wild here, but maybe there was a proto, there was the alpha test of the calling games. Sure. And this dude's like, Kenjaku, this isn't it, bro. Turn me into a freaking foot. Not fingers, I'll be a foot this time. And then he's like, bring me back. And so Kenjaku modified it. Then came the beta test.
Sure.
With Sukuna and everything. He's like, nah, Kenjaku, we're still not there. Bring me back at 1.0. And now we're back. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe they just, like they weren't necessarily beta, alpha, like they were in retrospect, but maybe it's like, this is the games. And like they tried it, like it didn't work. Let's try again. Okay, call me back when you're ready to try again. We'll give it another go, right? And by your logic you just laid out here, you're saying Kenjaku is older than Sukuna?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he's older than Sukuna.
Really?
I think so. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because Sukuna existed in the golden age of sorcery, right? That's what they called it?
Yeah.
And isn't Kenjaku before the golden age?
I don't know.
I think Kenjaku was in his, like, mustache dude, I'm going to make Cursed Wombs stage during the golden age of sorcery. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
I don't think so.
But
yeah,
no, you think that was after Sukuna?
I think it was kind of recent. Like it was no, because we speculated that the cursed wombs were like the prototyping for this whole thing that he's doing with the objects. I don't know. I think I feel like the womb stuff is more recent. I think my headcanon is that Sukuna existed. He became the pinnacle of Jujutsu sorcery, and then eventually someone, Kenjaku, came to him and said, "Let's push it even further, and here's how I can help you do it." And I don't know, and that was maybe the first time Kenjaku, that was the real original Kenjaku. He's like, this is what my technique, I can freaking brain transplant.
Helped them.
I'm gonna help you
become fingers.
Yes, I'll help you become fingers. And
okay,
then,
so at the very least, they're the same age, exact same age. I don't know, but let's say the golden age of sorcery is like a 500-year time period.
Kenjaku by
they're
a while.
within that 500.
And then Kenjaku showed up and was just like, "What's up, Sukuna? You're doing some sick stuff around here. Why don't I help you go? We'll bring the next evolution of Jujutsu sorcery. Why don't we go ahead and do that? I'm gonna turn you into fingers." Or Sukuna's like, "I have this technique that turns me into fingers. I'm gonna use it. I'll teach it to you. You can use it on other people to get them in with the game. And since you have a technique that allows you to brain transplant, you're gonna do the scheming, and I'm just gonna chill as fingers for a while, and you do all the scheming for me."
Sure.
Yeah.
If we're supposed to know who is older, let us know in the comments. If we're not supposed to have figured that out yet, then
right, we don't want to know, obviously. So.
Nothing. Yeah. But I thought Kenjaku was older. We'll have to see what people say. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. But okay.
So he possesses 2 autonomous Shikigami, and the orbit of those Shikigami determines his domain.
That's crazy.
That's actually
wild.
So I'm assuming it's these things, right? Like surely.
I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah. This guy, freaking.
Oh, let's go back to that other dude real quick. I wanted to see what archipelago he conquered. I just want to Google it later. Just
okay.
If it's like a real place. In fact, I can Google it right now.
Archipelago.
Go back one more.
War of Wa.
Singha conquered.
It was just this.
Oh, this archipelago. Oh, so it's Japan. Okay, never mind then. I don't have to go. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So then we've got this guy, Ryu. He's the cannon with the greatest cursed energy output among the players. Okay. So do you know this hairstyle?
No, I don't.
So this is a classic Japanese gangster hairstyle. It's a pompadour.
With the hole? I know. I've heard pompadour. Okay.
It's a pompadour. Yeah. So this was like a hairstyle. Now that's what I was going to get to. They said cannon, and there's like
that's where it comes out
in the pompadour, and I'm just like, okay. Yes. So does he like shoot freaking energy? He like shoots out cursed energy. So he has the greatest cursed energy output of the players. So higher than Yuta. Now he doesn't necessarily have more, but his output is the greatest. So he has the greatest offensive capabilities, essentially.
Yeah, he could. He could be a glass cannon in which he doesn't have a lot in reserve, but he can just freaking one shot anything. Or maybe he has a ton in reserve and he's freaking insane both ways. Okay.
Takako Ura. She was originally the captain of the Sun, Moon, and Star Squad. She's freaking crazy, bro. Like, what the frick? So, it's see-through. You're literally seeing through her body to the other side. That's crazy. Yeah. Weird. A squad of assassins serving directly under the Fujiwara clan. Chika Fujiwara from fucking Kaguya-sama?
Maybe.
She possesses a technique that allows her to manipulate the sky. Bro, what is that?
The sky. I like how they leave it in quotes.
Yeah,
okay.
Right?
This is the one. Kododushi. Bro, I'm never going to remember these names.
Let's see. What was It's Kuro Urushi.
Kuro Urushi. Okay.
Already has 54 points, despite the fact that they say here it's a cockroach cursed spirit.
Cursed spirit.
It's a cursed spirit. From the control of
cursed spirit manipulation. So this is a curse that Ghetto had.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, you have this curse? Bro, I'm setting this curse free. Dang.
It ranks as a special grade. It's already been registered, so it's known. It's currently lying dormant until certain conditions are met. But it's already killed people.
Is it already killed people, or is it just one of those that just came into being into the games with points already?
How?
Well, no, because source. Yeah.
It's got
it must have killed people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe anyone that walks close to it just kills. Yeah.
There was no alliance between them and their complex stability and opposing strength. Yeah, so they were freaking so crazy, no one could beat them. But then this guy died and the domain. So yeah, so look at these things, and the birds are a part of this. It looks like the pterodactyls. It looks like, and then
and all this color is his domain.
His domain. Yep, because he got freaking cooked, bro. Look at Utah. He is
just walked into this dude's domain and murked him, dude.
Bro, he doesn't even have a scratch on him.
Yeah.
Modern sorcerer rivaling Satoru Gojo in unusual
abilities. Dang,
Utah,
dude.
bro, is crazy. Holy frick, man. All right. Anything else to say, George? We have had the longest freaking conversation maybe yet on Jujutsu Kaisen.
Probably. I don't know. I'm really curious as to what the specific conditions are that cockroach is waiting for.
Yep.
I suspect that is until there's only one left. He's going to go, it's strong enough that it's like, whoever the winner is, I'm taking that person down. And so I think it's going to be a 1v1 with Utah versus
a cockroach.
Yeah. Or maybe this is part of maybe this is not this isn't the bomb, quote unquote, that Kenjaku's going to drop, but it's like an amplifier of whatever that thing is, right? It's a very interesting little thing that people say, bro, cockroaches could survive an atomic bomb. I don't think so. Literally, they could survive it, though, because of the radiation. And they talk about Kenjaku's going to drop a bomb.
Yeah.
Here's a cockroach. Yeah. Maybe there's something to that. I don't know.
This is a good theory, I think, actually. George started cooking maybe, right at the end here. That's crazy, bro.
Maybe it's waiting for whatever that quote-unquote bomb is, and it's like ready to amplify it or ready to pick up the scraps and proceed further with the plan or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so much we don't know. So,
Bro, okay, we have one more episode. Listen, this was, as far as I'm concerned, this was the season finale. And I think this is the first core of the season. So this is the kind of the core finale. The next episode is literally just going to be a ball-busting freaking cliffhanger. I'm a half of mine to just not even watch it. Just be like, I'm good. Like this is like to be continued. The next core is going to be about Utah. So that's it. We don't need any more. George, I think we end it here. What do you guys say? Come on.
No, we got to watch it. We got to watch
it. All right, speaking of comments, let's get to those, shall we?
Okay, let's do it.
Alrighty, I got a very quick comment mentioned from Not Kayan. Well, don't mind if I do. I'll be the first comment. You know what? Maybe I'll make it a habit of highlighting some first comment sayers. You never know.
I like that. We should do that, actually.
Yeah. So there you go. There's your comment highlight right there for being the first. I got another comment from Chad Benjamin. Megami used to have a giant snake in season 1, but Sukuna destroyed him after he removed Itadori's heart. I don't remember that, but I mean, I
vaguely remembered the snake. Yes.
That is very good to know. We were very curious about that. That answers our question about the Shikigamis being killed and not coming back, which is super interesting. An additional comment to this is from Jacob Havel, 1474. Wolves, frogs, bird, snake, rabbits, elephant, unknown, Mr. Unga Bunga. This also is very helpful and hilarious because it lays out exactly like the kind of things we were talking about of like how many are there and what is it and whatnot. So there's 3 more that we don't know about that he hasn't mastered yet. So we can kind of expand on that at some point in the future, which would be pretty cool. But there is a limited amount. So like the snake died and did not come back. Can it be regenerated? Does it have to be redefeated? If it had to be redefeated, then like I imagine he would have done that already. But like if it can't be,
I think it's gone.
If it can't come back, so like this technique kind of sucks in some ways. Like you could lose your stuff and it's freaking over. Like that kind of sucks, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
It's like a liability. Just like using the technique itself to fight things is a liability. I don't know. It seems kind of.
I think part of it though is the fact that you can recall it at any moment. So like at any moment it's there, boom, then it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can summon them like almost anywhere in your general area. Like it's a strong, I guess maybe that's the thing, right? So I don't know. It's not a technique I would personally want. So.
Well, honestly, you know, like they do say Unga Bunga is like hard and almost impossible to get.
Yep.
But like if you did get to that point, if someone's killing Mahogara, you're dead. Like it's only like Sukuna, Gojo, who else? Utah maybe.
Yeah.
Mr. Comedian guy who, if he thinks he thought it's funny that Unga Bunga just died, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like, oh, it'd be so funny if this thing punches me in the face, but instead of me getting hit, it dissolves away, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, true. That'd be amazing. Yeah, so very interesting. Appreciate those 2 comments. I got one more comment from Sai Minji. Actually, this is just one part of your comment. I've had so many comments here. I just wanted to do just a part here, so forgive me. Just in a reference to, that's actually a slight translation error. It's actually called a heavenly restriction. That was in referencing when we were talking about the heavenly contracts. You were wondering, like, can he redo a contract? But turns out the restriction is not really the same as like this contract per se. So it was a mistranslation. It's very good to know though, because we'll have a better understanding of not only the heavenly restrictions, but also the how his contract and stuff works. Not that it matters, because he's fucking dead. So, you know, it is what it is.
My fear was realized, unfortunately.
Yeah. So very sad stuff. Appreciate those comments, everyone. Thank you so much.
Okay, well, yes, and thank you. I have a quick comment here from Kedaresh Pandey 2330. And it just says Reggie Star, aka Register, which is a good little pun. I didn't quite catch on that, but yes. That's
perfect
that's
for the
good.
freaking receipt guy.
Yes, exactly. The receipt guy's name of Register. And then my next 2 comments, Ume Boshi 2247. You're lucky because I didn't realize after the fact that they're both your comments, but they are, and they're great comments, and so I wanted to highlight them. The first one is says, I'm 13 minutes into the video. I don't know if you guys have discussed who Takaba is in the discussion, but he is the failed comedian at the end of season 3, episode 3. The one who had told that he's not good at comedy. I can't wait for his technique to be explained soon because he's bonkers. Well, he is bonkers, and it was really cool to know that that's who it was. They showed him, and then I don't remember what my reaction was at the time, but it's like, who is this guy? Okay, what? I thought, oh gosh, the gavel guy, Mr. Judge.
Higuruma?
Higuruma. I thought for a second Higuruma was that, but no, it wasn't. It's a totally different person. But yeah, Takaba is indeed bonkers. Yeah. Frickin' wild dude.
The funniest thing about this is the fact that he's a failed comedian that isn't funny because he doesn't understand comedy. Therefore, literally anything to him could be funny. because he's just so bad at comedy. He just doesn't get what is actually funny. So like literally anything he wants could be funny.
Yes.
Because he's just so stupid like that. That is amazing. That's so genius.
Yes. And the best part, he doesn't know his technique. He actually doesn't know
he just thinks
how insane
he's being funny. He just thinks he's being hilarious.
Probably.
And the irony
I wonder,
he is being hilarious, actually.
Yes. Yeah. He actually, it's his lack of awareness to the whole thing that makes it funny for me, at least.
Sure.
And I do wonder, because his technique is the ability to like superimpose what he finds funny into reality. We discussed a little bit the like fourth wall breaking. What if that one panel that looks like was drawn with like Crayola was just him's like,
his
bro,
technique?
wouldn't it be funny if we were in a manga and like this is what it looked like, and then his technique just imposed that onto the anime.
Bro, and then that would be amazing. Scene where him and Megumi are walking away from each other, and he's like, what if wouldn't it be funny if like we look like we were in like some departing Western kind of thing, and the style kind of changed, the lighting changed, and he's just like, see you later, bye.
Yes.
And then like it does that. Holy frick. I gotta rewatch that episode now and like pay more attention. That's crazy, dude. Huh.
Yeah, so who knows? Who knows how much he's aware of that?
If he showed up and everyone's just kind of like,
maybe.
And then that's what they did.
Maybe. Yeah. And while he keeps like bleeding, right?
Yeah,
out of
while
like
he keeps
one
bleeding and everyone's
thing.
kind of like being awkward and stuff. It was funny. So he was right.
Maybe it was him. Maybe it was the show. Maybe it's nothing.
Maybe.
But the fact that that possibility exists is pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
And the second comment is about Gege. I think not Gigi, Gege.
Gege, yeah.
Gege Akutami. And it says, random Gege lore incoming. He's got quite the reputation in the JJK community. Notorious for terrorizing his characters. Gege himself is a goofball. In his author profile, he states that he was such an odd child growing up. He habitually fibbed, filched food, broke things, and blamed his dog. Like, okay.
What?
Poor dog. He even got hit by a car, and no one believed him. Okay.
He's
bro, what happened to this?
The guy who cried wolf, the kid who cried wolf.
I guess, dude. He's Takaba, maybe. I don't know. Gege has also expressed clear dislike of Gojo because he's so hard to write due to how powerful he is. Back in late 2019, when Gojo first got sealed in the manga, he actually celebrated, saying 2020 is going to be a good year without Gojo. What's funnier is that his coworkers describe him as similar to Gojo. They say he's basically Gojo IRL. Maybe that's another reason why he's not fond of him. He sees himself in Gojo, which is like a weird little thing. One of the biggest parts why I highlighted this comment was because he expressed dislike of a character he wrote because of how strong he made him, which like is always a thing that I wonder. I'm like, how do you write yourself out of a hole that you wrote yourself into?
Yeah.
Like he wrote himself into this like, bro, I have this essentially Superman character on my hands. I need to get rid of him somehow, because if he's not gone, everything else that happens is like unbelievable. Like, you know, well, Gojo could just do that. Oh, Gojo can just do this. He could just go around killing all these like S tier guys. Doesn't matter. He takes all the points. He makes all the rules. Boom. He's free. He's
But
yeah.
But then he goes and makes Yuta and says he rivals Gojo.
True. I wonder how much that is of like like in a 1v1. Right. Is it like a 9 times out of 10 Gojo wins, but because there's that once Gojo is on the same plane,
right?
Or is it like a 50-50? Who knows?
Interesting. That is super freaking interesting to me. He literally made the character too strong, doesn't know what to do with him, also doesn't really particularly like the character, even though everyone says that he's like that character. You know, I've actually thought about that a lot. I was like, would I like me if I met me as a different person And I think I wouldn't like me. I would think I'm a cringe freaking guy. Yeah, I think I'd be like, this guy is too arrogant and he's too cringy, and I don't like him. I don't like this guy. That's what I think. But since I'm me, I can't freaking, I'm immune to my own freaking silly cringiness. So it's, it is just what it is. So
I feel like I'd get along with myself if I was like a different person.
Because you're the most freaking amicable guy in existence, George.
No, what's that? Like, there's do I love me? I love me. I can't remember where that's from, and I was going to quote it. But
isn't it like, would you frick me? I'd frick me.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's from Silence of the Lambs. I think that's what it is. It's the dude that's putting on the women's skin. And that's literally what I thought. Would I like me? I'd like me.
I'd like me. It's like, oh boy. Yeah,
it might not be Silence of the Lambs, but I don't know what it is. But
no surprise there. Yeah, and then I think it's also really interesting because like one of the most interesting plot points that have happened in this entire show is born from essentially a mistake and wanting to drastically course correct. Because like, if let's say like he made Gojo on purpose and it was, it is what it is, but like let's just say like the purpose was more intentfully for Gojo to be this powerful and there was some kind of plan to utilize Gojo, I don't think the story would have been as interesting because Gojo, not just because Gojo would exist as a powerful entity, but because like Gojo being caught is such an interesting twist that like it made the story so much more compelling. Not just because his power is gone, yes, but because you never expected this to happen to Gojo. And they came up with such a elaborate scheme to make it all work. It absolutely 10 out of 10, bro.
It was a pillar of the whole thing that drove the show was like, we got to get rid of Gojo. Yeah, I wonder how, because I love listening about different authors' writing styles, and some of them literally just fly by the seat of their pants. They go through and somehow they land at like a wonderful conclusion. Sometimes they don't. Others, they like meticulously put every single beat, in the exact order that they want. And others, they do like major pillars. Like, okay, this is how it starts. This is like the middle pillar, or maybe there's like 5 middle, pillars between that. And then the last 3 is for the ending. And then how they get from pillar to pillar is like they fly by the seat of their pants in that journey, but they know general things.
Like so I wonder,
I wonder how Gege does it. If it's, fly by the seat of his pants and it's just like random.
There's no way, bro. It can't be. It's too well crafted, I think. Maybe at best he does the hybrid approach. But I think like it's probably more on the side of planning. I think that
that's what I would think.
It's probably
a
25% seat of his the seat of his on the edge of his seat of his pants.
Fly from the. I don't know. Was I using the phrase wrong? Maybe
I feel like
I was using it wrong.
So I feel like because of things like Gojo existing and him wanting to like, oh frick, we gotta seal him away. But like, Gojo has existed from the beginning, and so has the plan to remove him. It's almost like he crafted a big chunk of the story and the characters before it was like released, and then at the same time he was like, frick, I don't actually like this character existing. Let me rewrite some of this, and like now my whole thing is removing, like as an author, his desire was to remove Gojo from the story, but then he instead of editorializing it, he turned it into the plot.
Okay,
right?
Sure.
Maybe.
I don't know. We don't actually know how he did it, right? But
it's
just a very interesting thing. And I always love when authors give an insight into like their methods and stuff. So this is cool.
Very cool.
But thank you guys so much for all your comments. Like Graham said, if you want to hit the buttons below, the likes, the subscribes, they help us way more than you think. We're trying to grow, and if you want to help us out, you can also check out the Patreon or the channel membership to see the other stuff that we put out 2 weeks ahead of time. Check out all the playlists on the channel while you're at it if you want to see what else we've reacted to. But with that, we'll see you guys next time.
See you, everybody.
Take care.